Awesome. So thank you so much, Kane. Got Dr. Kane Fraser, who's a chiropractor, is talking to us today because I actually come and see Kane in a professional capacity, and I bring my kids as well. He's an awesome, awesome guy. Now, we're always bantering about marketing. We're talking about all sorts of stuff, but we always have a great chat in amongst having treatments in there as well. Now, one of the things that Kane spoke to me about, probably about, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks ago, was the way that he does referrals with GPs. So this was just, it blew my mind. I'd never thought about it. I've never worked in this way. So I thought we would have an interview with Kane today and he could share his wisdom of how he has managed to build such an incredible practice based on referrals from different GPs in the area and a lot of other awesome stuff that's gone into it as well. So Kane, do you want to share with us a little bit about what it is that you do?
With the GPs, I first of all went down and introduced myself. I had a luncheon with all the GPs in the area. Some were receptive, some weren't, but you just got to be careful not to be too disheartened by the ones that aren't too happy with what you're going to do, but because other GPs will be quite receptive, and you've got to hang on to those ones that are quite receptive. So we had a lunch. Then what I did was I did a good job. Whenever I had to, I sent down referral letters with in-depth knowledge to show that, hang on, I'm here to treat the patients and doing a good job. Whenever a GP sends me a patient through the EPC or the Chronic Disease Management Program, try and get back to them properly with a nice letter with all the details of what I'm doing with the patient and the expected clinical outcomes. And just around Christmas time, I'll pop them in a hamper just to say thank you for the referrals, filled with goodies to say thank you for the business, and just try to keep a nice relationship and break it down and make it sure it's not all about business all the time.
Yeah, nice. Now, what we were talking about is the idea of investment versus return on investment. So you're saying when you put on a luncheon, did you make some Vegemite sandwiches in the backyard, or did you you got it catered for and actually took it up there and booked it in? Like, how did you go about
that's
that?
correct. Yeah, so actually, I didn't want to do the normal. I actually got my sister and mother fantastic cooks, so I thought,
Sweet. That's good work.
Yeah, and they were keen to do it because we're all new to the community,
yep.
And they had some fantastic little recipes, and we utilised that instead of being run-of-the-mill catering sandwiches from everything else. We thought we'll put a bit of a home touch onto it and show we actually put some effort into it, not just ordering catering or getting some pies from the bakery or something along those lines.
Nice work. And so how did you go about it? Like, how, obviously you don't just rock up with a hamper and say Merry Christmas, or you don't rock up with a lunch and say, oh, by the way, I'm here. How do you actually go about organising that? Who do you first contact? Who's your contact person in there?
I went to the reception staff and asked if they would be interested, and just followed through a process which they do with reps and other agents from other type of companies like drug companies.
Yep.
And some clinics didn't want to speak to me and others did, so I just took that on board and took the opportunity. So just go and speak with the guys at the front, the reception, and they'll try and book something in.
Yeah, nice. So you, obviously you found this works really well. So introducing yourself to the GP clinics, going and speaking to the reception staff first of all, and then booking in a luncheon so that you're providing them with, you're really providing them with value, aren't you? And giving them a chance to get to know who you are and that sort of stuff. I think that's awesome. And then obviously the hampers at the end of the year. Do you send them to all the doctors' clinics or just ones that you've actually touched base with?
Just the guys that I'm working with. I mean, I'm not going to send it off to somebody who isn't sending me referrals. It was a genuine thank you at the end of this year to say to the guys, well, you've provided me work. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be false and send it off to somebody who's not sending me work because they'd say, what's this? They might, probably take a different impression. And again, that would just be generic and sending it to everybody. So no, a genuine thank you to the people that I work with this year. Yeah.
Nice. I think that's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
I know that this is going to be really valuable for some therapists. We're working with a number of therapists who are specialising in oncology, massage and things like that, and looking at how do they network with different GPs. But also I think sometimes it's just a matter of confidence and not knowing what to do or how to go about it or what the process is. So thank you so much for your time today, Kane. It's been great.